wasn't like, it was something where it was just like a, okay. It was something where it was like, oh, that's what it was. It was awful. It was like, y'all, prepare yourselves for this one, because this was a bad one. He was like, oh, y'all kids, I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford. Oh, y'all kids pop Molly.
That's gotta be the most tone deaf thing.
This is the hook of my song. I don't pop Molly, I rock clothing. Like, what is that?
I don't do drugs.
I wear clothing. Do people who do drugs not wear designer clothing? Like, what are you?
You could have said, I don't pop Molly, I pop Bel Air.
I pop champagne.
Yeah, like it could be anything.
Yeah.
He said Tom Ford.
It could have been like a really rare French champagne. You know, like that kind of maybe sounds like Molly. You know, I don't pop Molly, I pop Mollier. You know, like, oh, that's clever. Wait, what's that? Oh, you don't know what that is? Oh, you would be, you plebeian. You know what I'm saying? That would be a clever line. But like, it was like, I don't pop Molly. I don't do that simple thing that's in the mainstream. I buy paintings, excuse me, or whatever the heck it was, Tom Ford. It was some sort of stupid poodle dog or whatever the heck it was.
Now that's the reason why, like, even during that time, even during that time when he had his verse on Drug Dealers Anonymous with Pusha T.
Oh yeah.
His best verses were when he was talking as if he didn't know anything about what you were talking about. But he had to ruin it by saying at the end, "Damn, Daniel. What happened when all those white vans pulled through?" I was like, all right, cool. You went the entire verse without referencing one thing. And then you decided to put that. All right, cool, whatever.
Like, oh, I'm still hip. I'm still hip with it. I'm hip.
But obviously, you try to do all this hip stuff. It's not going to translate over to the audience that you want to have.
It just has to be natural. Like, I really wish Andre 3000. You know how kings have to be reluctant kings if you want them to be good kings, right?
Right.
Andre 3000 should be in the position that Jay-Z is in. He should be like, oh, you don't want to release albums, but you know for your brand you have to keep releasing albums. So this is what you're going to do. And then Andre 3000 makes what he needs to be making. That's going to be way more creative than what Jay-Z's doing. Because Jay-Z does not need to keep making the music that he's making. It's all kind of like, okay, we get it. Yeah, I remember people said, like, the 90s Jay-Z aspiring to be the hustler who's going to be the guy on top is way more interesting of a story than the guy who's on top and doing very well and nothing's ever going to threaten that reign. And it's like, all right, well, now I just don't care. You know, like, you've got to have that, oh, we could fall. It could happen. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
it's like with Drake right now. So it's like people now, they see Drake, they're like, yeah, he's falling.
People are bored with him. And he's trying to, like, spruce up some sort of drama. Wasn't there that thing recently where he's like, I'm going to get mad at irrelevant-ass Joe Budden to try to make it, you know? It's like, dude,
Joe's been talking about the same thing for years with Drake.
And I had these moments where, like, it happened with Eminem. It happened with Nicki Minaj. It's happening with Drake, where it's like, why do you care about these irrelevant other, like, older, like, rappers? Like, why do you care? Eminem, he cared about Insane Clown Posse, even though they were not irrelevant compared to him. Nicki Minaj, she cared about Lil' Kim, even though she was not in any way going to threaten her. It's just
she hasn't been relevant since Biggie died.
Yeah, it's just like, it's either like an ego thing, or I think, you know, it's like, when they diss him, it hurts.
Yeah,
because they're so inspired by them that it's like, oh, but this guy's going out. He's like, but I was supposed to prove that I was good to that guy, and I couldn't. So now I got to take it out on it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like.
Look, man, there's only one place at the top. Everybody else is at the bottom.
Yeah.
But like,
what are you, Ricky Bobby? He's like, if you're not number one, you're if you ain't first, you're last. And then his dad have to come in at the end. He's like, what are you talking about? There's plenty of places between first and last. There's second, there's third. Man. It's fine.
Look, man, Talladega Nights taught me a lot of things about life.
Save me, Jesus. Save me, pagan God. Save me, Zeus. Save me, Buddha.
Oh, man. They really need to bring back that genre of movie.
That really was the best Will Ferrell. That was the best distilled Will Ferrell, because it was the over-the-top character who then gets humbled and kind of has the comeback, but it doesn't necessarily go the way he wants. Like, I feel like that was done the best way. I feel like everyone loves, you know, Ron Burgundy, but I'm not going to lie, it's good. It's good. I'm not going to act like it's not funny. But to me, Talladega Nights, Talladega Nights was the apex of what Will Ferrell was capable of, because I think it really, like, it didn't allow him too much wiggle room to be too silly. I feel like the most you got of him being too ridiculously silly was the when he thought he was on fire and running around naked.
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah,
I'm on fire.
That's a good concentrated Dixie Normous.
Oh yeah, Dixie Normous is actually Cornstar, but he changed his name. I was looking at the thing. I was like, wait, Cornstar's here, but his name is Dixie Normous. I'm looking for a man to hug and kiss. Is there a man to hug and kiss around here? Oh man. But you see, this is what we need at Xanadu. We don't need formalities like Goon. We need Dixie Normous.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking about with the Beavis and Butthead thing. So like I said, my own personal MTV tomorrow, 4:30. Be there or be somewhere else. I don't judge.
I was gonna say it's online, so you kind of have to be there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it afterwards. Like, that's the thing,
The bot is up.
But anyway, what was I saying? Before I was so rudely interrupted by myself.
Oh, I thought it was me. I was gonna say my bad.
But oh yeah, I'm gonna be listening to not only the absolute best of October Hip Hop 2023, which I love doing. I love listening through and being like, man, what's the really dope stuff, man? Come on with this. Let's really talk about the best. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the discussion while the music's coming out. Boom, let's have it. So I enjoy that. As well, we're gonna be going through. Oh yeah, because someone requested it. The album from MC 900 Foot Jesus. What an incredible name. And the reason why I remember it is because Beavis and Butthead, they did a segment where like they were playing the If I Had a Brain song from that album. So, and during that whole segment, Beavis just sings along to that to the melody of the boom, 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 boom. Sorry.
I was like, no, keep going. Don't worry, we're all friends here.
Finally got my ish together. It's a pretty fun song. So I'm interested in hearing, like, this is what I really enjoy about my job. Like, hearing the one song that I know from an artist and then having that moment where I look at the list and be like, oh, someone's requesting an album of that. Well, let's see how this goes. Like, I love that so much about my job. Like, I'm just gunning right now because I just appreciate that you guys, you tolerate me. You really tolerate me.
You complete me.
No, but like you guys, like, I mean, whoever's out there who pays for it, there happens to be enough goodwill out there in the world where someone wants to pay me for my opinion, and I appreciate the crap out of it. But I especially like love that moment of like, just like listening to an artist that I've listened to